Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. And this is our daily Twin Flame Collective Energy Update for the 16th of November 2025. Because today, take a deep breath with me because today's update is not a light one. The skies are thick, the field is humming, and your soul can feel that something is shifting beneath the surface. That is the energy of the six retrogrades and the Scorpio dark moon corridor and the post 1111 echo are merging into one single frequency. It is quiet, heavy, mystical, and strangely emotional. So, let us go deep today. Today, you might feel like you don't want to do anything. And usually, Sundays, you wake up in the morning, all you want to do is just sleep in a little, but the buzz and everything that's happening with life in itself, you may be feeling restless and also tired and fatigued because the energies are intense. So if you are having that mid-afternoon nap, that's totally normal today. Also, our divine masculines are also going through a intense spiral roller coaster within. So that's why today is so intense. And that's because the astrology of today in itself is that it's loud. So let's begin, you know, with what is so profound and significant. All right. Today would feel like a cosmic pause that is not active. All right. It's active beneath the surface. It's like that iceberg, like this. It runs really deep. And today is when the universe closes certain doors quietly while opening new ones in the background. So your soul knows this, your body knows this, even your mind is confused because we are moving through Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Uranus retrograde. That's why this is not a normal week. This is a deep calibration, right? And when I mean deep calibration, it's intense. So let's begin with like Jupiter retrograde, because that's the retrograde that has just started. And the thing about Jupiter, it is the planet of belief, expansion, and soul truth. And this Jupiter retrograde is about emotional safety and heart memory. This means that every belief you hold about love is being tested, recalibrated, and rewritten from inside. So, this is the transit that exposes all your questions about your twin flame journey. This is a transit that's opening the ancient memory of everything. It's reminding of why you met your divine masculine in the first place, why you're feeling sudden waves of nostalgia, why your heart aches without warning, and why memories keep coming back. Because Jupiter retrograde is showing you which parts of your connection was real and which parts you had projected. So, this is particularly important because often during the wounded stages, performance and projection come hand in hand. But once you delve deeper and you start awakening and realizing, you realize what is real. And our divine masculines are feeling this harder than us divine feminines. And the reason is the way we perceive things and the way our divine masculines perceive things are quite different. And that's exactly what Jupiter retrograde is showing us, especially with this rare overlap with Saturn retrograde as well. Saturn retrograde is the karmic professor. And because Saturn retrograde is in Pisces, it's the karmic professor of the spiritual heart. So this transit is forcing our divine masculines to confront the gap between the life he built and the life he actually wants. So that's why he can no longer hide behind routine or pretend he's unaffected or bypass the spiritual truth of the connection, because Saturn retrograde is also confronting us divine feminines with our own patterns. Like, why did we overgive? Why are we always trying to be the martyr? Why do we martyr ourselves for love? And where did we treat romantic hope as spiritual destiny? So these lessons are coming up so you can choose a new emotional baseline. And the beautiful thing about Neptune retrograde, it dissolves illusions. And this is why dreams are intense. So if you have woken up dreaming about your divine masculine this morning, you're totally in alignment. Like, truly, the dreams may feel like metaphors, but there's a deeper meaning in the dream. Like, every little nuance of the dream, every detail in the dream speaks volumes. So pay attention to those dreams. This is the reason why you feel your divine masculine even when you don't want to, because Neptune retrograde is about dissolving illusions. That's why you sense your divine masculine's emotions as if they are your own, and the veil between you and your divine masculine is very thin today. And Neptune retrograde is showing both counterparts the truth that was hidden under fantasy. It is a moment when our beloved divine masculine realizes that every distraction he used to run from this connection is losing power. So that's why today it's about self reflection. He realizes that he cannot numb this bond anymore, not through work, not through friends, not through silence or logic, not through pretending he's unaffected. And that's exactly what Neptune retrograde is doing. It removes all escape doors, it anchors one into mission. So for those of us in stable union, it's more of anchoring the mission. Like, what are we doing? What How are we expanding? How are we expressing our creativity? These are the questions that comes in with Saturn and Neptune retrograde. It's about the balance, especially for those of us in union. It's all about the balance that we put through towards service. Like, where is the thin line between balance and giving? Like, what are we here to do? What is our joint purpose together with our divine masculine? Are we meant to do something together? Are we something to do? Or are we meant to do something that aligns with each other? And so these are the questions that's coming up for those of us in union, right? And for those of you guys who have just met, Saturn retrograde is teaching you that things are meant to be released in the timing it's meant to release. So don't think about the future, rather enjoy the present. So Mercury retrograde is causing that inner replay, and this is the reason your mind might feel like it's replaying an entire past timeline. Conversations you forgot are coming back. Words your divine masculine might have told you 3 years ago suddenly make sense. Moments you dismissed as insignificant now feel important. And what is happening to him is that divine masculines are replaying every moment he pushed us away, right? And that moment he said the sentence he never meant, the moment he walked away pretending to be strong. So Mercury retrograde is dragging the truth out of shadows. So it makes the unspoken loud, it makes denial impossible. For those of us in stable union, it's about going back to the past and thinking about how far we have come in the journey. For those of you who are in pre union, it's about everything coming to the surface so that you can enter the next stage of stabilizing union. So, Uranus retrograde is giving immense nervous system upgrades. Uranus retrograde in Taurus is hitting the physical body. That's why many of us are feeling tired, Many of you guys may be feeling tired, overstimulated, or restless, And for our divine masculines, this is the moment when his nervous system cannot handle the disconnection anymore. His body is reacting before his mind catches up. He feels sudden longing, sudden sadness, panic, desire to fix something, urge to hear your voice. So his body is remembering, even though his soul may be resisting. So, what is going on with our divine masculines inner world today, right? 16 November, powerful, powerful day. 1 and 6, number 7 is about solitude, right? So, let's go deeper because this is what you truly want to understand what is happening within him, right? This is not surface level. This is not a surface level week for our divine masculines. This is a soul level pressure cooker week for our divine masculines, because especially for those of you guys who are in pre-union stage, separation stages, divine masculines feel regret without knowing how to name it. So Jupiter retrograde is activating his heart memory. He suddenly remembers moments he ignored, dismissed, sabotaged. He remembers your softness, your eyes, and how safe he had felt with you. And this is not sentimental, this is soul memory resurfacing. Number two, he feels guilty for what he said and what he did not say. So, Mercury retrograde is replaying his own actions back to him. He sees how he hurt you without understanding why he did it, right? He sees where his fear overshadows his love. He sees how he expected you to hold patience, he never honored. He feels the separation as a physical ache. So that's why Uranus retrograde in Taurus affects the body. Chest pressure, restlessness, trouble sleeping, anxiety about life, anxiety about you. His body knows the truth even if his mind is still catching up. So, number four, he feels your silence in a new way. Your energy is no longer chasing, no longer begging, no longer collapsing for him. This scares him and attracts him at the same time. He feels, divine masculines feel a pull he cannot logic away. Neptune retrograde removes denial. So he may tell himself he's fine, he may tell his friends he's moving on, he may even tell himself he does not care. But inside his chest, something is expanding and contracting at the same time. He does not understand the feeling, but he cannot ignore it. And he can feel us divine feminines leveling up, because vibrations has changed, standards have changed, boundaries have changed. Our divine masculines can feel this. Our evolution is speaking louder than words ever did, and this terrifies the divine masculine collective because he realizes that avoiding his own growth means losing us. So that's why, as for the divine feminine collective, we are not being dramatic or hopeless or clingy today. We're simply done with the old cycle, and the retrogrades are forcing us into a new version of ourselves. So you would be feeling detached, neutral, quiet, tired, peaceful, maybe confused, and emotional in a subtle way. Remember, this is not a sign of falling out of love. This is a sign you're falling out of the illusion of love, and this is not loss. This is balance. All right. And the upcoming Scorpio new moon, I just have to say, this new moon, intense, deep. So we're walking towards a Scorpio new moon between the 19th and 20th of November, right? So this new moon ends a karmic cycle from 2020. This is the 0 point reset of your emotional contracts. It's preparing you for a new timeline. So this new moon burns away anything that's old templates, karmic partners for category 1, codependent bonds, fantasy based timelines. So that's why, guys, the angel numbers for today, 1616, it's about rebuilding your flow. It's about trusting your intuition more. It's about going in with strength. It's about rebuilding your foundations of love. Old structures are collapsing so a more emotional, honest union can be built. So if you are saying 6116 timeline corrections, you're being guided back to your true path, not the one your ego tried to force. If you are seeing 1166 karmic emergencies gently resolve, endings that feel harsh in the moment but free you long term. And if you are seeing 6611 union energies present but asking for balance, the connection is real, but both pillars must stand on their own. So take them as checkpoints, not commands. They are evidence that the field is active, not demand to take impulsive action. So if you're seeing any of these flowers today, it's a very auspicious sign. You might notice this in real life, online or images. Deep red burgundy roses, the enduring desire between you and your divine masculine, even in union, even in separation. It's all about self respect in love. It's all about balance and respect to one another in love. All right. And the white lotus, if you're seeing a white lotus, purity arising out of murky emotional waters. Remember, your journey is not ruined by what happened, it's because everything is in alignment. And if you're seeing jasmines, soft but strong devotion, often a sign that your prayers about union are heard, even if nothing moves in 3D yet. And if you're seeing sunflowers or yellow daisies, remember this is a sign for us divine feminines choosing life again, reclaiming joy, friendship, and purpose beyond the connection. So if a particular flower keeps appearing, sit with it and ask, what part of my love story are you trying to heal or highlight today? So who are the animal messengers for today? If you're seeing butterflies, confirmation that both of you are mid metamorphosis, not caterpillars, not yet butterflies in union cocoon phase. If you're seeing dragonflies, illusions are dissolving, you're seeing through veils, old stories, spiritual grammar, trust the ugly truth. So if you're seeing a hawk, higher perspective, you are being asked to zoom out from dusty text into what are we building in the long term. So if you're seeing a dove or a white bird, peace offerings in the field. Sometimes a preview of future reconciliation or softening in his heart. And if you're seeing a black cat, shadow work and psychic protection, a reminder to cleanse your field from projection and obsessive watching of your DMs, social media. Again, these are not instructions, they are mirrors of where your soul already is. So, guys, that's why, all right. So, the colors for today, the significant colors for today are orange, gold, and yellow. If you're seeing orange, you're doing a lot of vibrant work in your life. If you're seeing gold, you're reaching higher dimensional awareness. All right. If you're seeing white, it's clarity in depth. So that's why today is not a day for impulsive action. It's a day for alignment. Do less, feel more. Listen to your body, listen to your soul. Do not chase your DM energetically. Do not try to fix the connection. Do not force communication. Let the retrogrades purify the field. Let the Scorpio new moon close the old cycle. Let your evolution be the loudest message your divine masculine receives. Remember, silence is not absence, it's power. And to wrap up our daily collective reading for the 16th of November, remember your connection is never weakening, it's only maturing. You're stepping out of the wounded timeline into the destiny, into the destined one. So remember, divine masculines are not never ignoring the bond. He's just collapsing under the truth of it. All right. So remember, you're never losing your DM. You're losing the outdated version of yourself who expected emotional, accepted accepted emotional crumbs. So, guys, stay aligned. The universe is preparing you and your DM for the next timeline. Your time is not over, your time is being rewritten. With that, I hope you have enjoyed today's daily channeling. Guys, if you want to work one on one with me, you can book for a session via the link in the description box. You can book your first time special twin flame guidance session. It's conducted by me live via video call, so you can ask me all the questions you want during our session. I've also introduced beautiful healings, Jupiter, Saturn, healing and activations, and I'm going to introduce the new moon twin flame new moon healing and activations for the upcoming Scorpio new moon. So watch the space and you can book your session soon. All right, with that, love you all. Take care and blessings, blessings, blessings. Remember, external teachers like me are meant to rekindle your own internal teacher. And always listen to your intuition, always listen to God, always listen to your higher self. Remember, all the answers are within, always. All right, love you all and take care.